Hey guys, welcome to the designsketchbook.com. It's Shutak, and today we are going to see how to draw earphone and speakers. So today is going to be quite like a podcast format, and we are going to see how to draw a maximum of ideas, how to multiply your ideas fast in a minimum of time. So what we are going to see here is that we are going to start with a random shapes and then try to figure it out, the volume, the product after. Basically, usually what you want to do is to have some drawings in your mind, some ideas specific in your minds, but here the rule is different. The exercise is going to draw along the way. Like you have no idea how you start with from the beginning and you just go with the flow. It's going to help you to actually create some unexpected forms, unexpected volumes. You're going to look for your subconscious, where you are going to draw with your feelings. As you can see here, like we're just starting with some random lines, and then I'm adding some contour lines, I'm adding some ellipses, I'm drawing some forms, I'm adding some elements that inspired me in earphone. And this is how actually I will create something new using elements that could be have seen in the past from what I have drawn before, how I could import it here. Maybe I use some reference pictures that I could get on Pinterest and put it on my phone or on the tablet side by side to my drawing board right here. Or simply trying to get totally something new, provoking, like just show forms and then you think about, okay, that looks cool, what I'm going to do with that. It's like theater somehow learning how to improvise, and that's what we want to do here. Surprise yourself. And this is how you will actually develop a bigger library of forms. This library of forms, more you will practice, more you will have this fluency of creating new shapes and new lines that you may use for your actual project, for your studies or for professional purpose. And this is how actually when you're going to lack of inspiration, I would say, you can actually unlock the situation with a session of happy accident drawings. Can you see here? It's like I'm drawing something very fast, which is pretty random, and then I carry on by adding the elements. This practice is aimed to be fun. It's aimed to be relaxed. It's aimed to be actually something that has no specific goal, I would say. Expect improving yourself. So whenever you have time, just enjoy doing so. And one of the rules is do not spend too much time for each drawing. Spend like maximum 4 to 5 minutes. There's no minimum. If you can go with just few seconds and you want to go to the next one, it's fine. But maximum time 4 to 5. Otherwise, we tend to try to make a drawing and force it, trying to make it, okay, that's going to be better. Okay, let's try to improve it. For right here, that's not what you want to do. You want to do one, it's so-so, or it's just enough, or you want to jump to another ideas and iterate. Look for the new opportunities, multiply the opportunities to start with something new. That's the exercise here. I started with this canvas of 3000 to 3000 pixels, and my goal is to fill it. And then I will be happy, I would say. So I invite you to try to do the same. Get Sketchbook, open a new canvas, expand it to 3000 to 3000 pixels. Make sure that when you draw you have 100% zoom, and then you keep creating new additional earphone speakers or a theme of your choice, and keep creating something. Keep creating without this perfection feeling. We just want to add more and more new stuff. See, it's really abstract, but then when you practice adding some contour lines, a volume starts to appear. That's what you want to create, is to train your brain to see in 3 dimensions. So once again we try to draw from general to details. You got something abstract, try to get the main volumes, and then you add some buttons, you add some perforations, you see about the technicity, and here you don't have to draw something like earphone which is totally functional. You actually do a research of form. When you want to have something really functional, actually this preliminary stage is going to help you further later. It's really important in the creative process to go wild, go crazy at the beginning. Don't censor yourself, and then after you can add more and more criteria, more and more limits that is going to make your product more relevant. Okay? Think as like a funnel, while at the beginning, and then there's multiple stages where you narrow down your proposals. Don't try to get don't think that the talented designer has the right shot from the first sketches. The rule is that start without being shy. Be generous with your ideas, and this is where the fun is, and you will keep improving all your life. Because drawing is something that is not going that one day you will be achieved, like having a certificate saying that that's a maximum level that you get. Now you keep improving, and that is the fun of it, and that's why I love sketching, and I hope you too as well. You can always go beyond your limits, and you realize that limit was actually hard before, but then it will become easy, and so on. Keep moving on. So when you draw here with these techniques, is try to draw with your sensitivity. Try to draw with your feelings. Try to see how your feelings are going to be translated into curves. Basically, if you have, let's say you want to have a design that is more fierce, the lines are going to be more fierce as well. You want to have a speaker or earphone that is more cute, it will be rounded, like this one, for example, more like a baby shape. This is how you want to communicate your feeling and ideas. This is how people will perceive what you want to express. And most of the product that I've been done here is pretty organic, and you can also train to something more structured as well. And the best is when you can actually merge these both skills, when you are able to build the product knowing the fundamentals of drawings, but also build the product from this abstract beginning. And when you mesh both, you get even more powerful, because you actually extend your capacities, extend your approach of design, and creating new forms. And remember that I invite you to practice as much as you want, as much as you can, because progression is not linear. Don't expect that your progression is going to be at the same speed. Practice, multiply your practice, multiply this type of exercises, because sometimes you will just draw one of them and then there will have a eureka moment. You will learn something from it that will actually propulse and make you level up in one shot. And you never know when this type of moments will happen sometimes when you draw, because once again it's like discovering gold in a mine. Keep digging, keep exploring, and you will find some gems that will actually propulse your level, and you will be able to draw new shapes, new forms that you might love, you might want to express, like music. You look for music, you look for certain tune, and you can get it only by searching and exploring. So multiply these sessions. Have a rest some days. You don't have to keep drawing for hours and hours and hours. You can take some breaks, and then you come back fresher. And after a good night of sleep, go back to your drawings that you have made before, and feel free to add some details and see what has been good or less could be improved. That's actually going to be refreshing for yourself. So remember to draw with dynamic form right here. I'm looking for diversity, and a good trick is to add the logo. Here's for Sony. It creates the feeling of solidity of product. And when you draw these products, try to do not have only the feel of forms. Have to feel the solidity. Is it made of plastic? Is it made of marble, of stone, of wood? What is also the surface? Is it got grain? Is it soft? Is it smooth? Is it hard? This is what you try to feel as well. Use multiple senses. Your imagination is going to actually be affected by this feeling. Okay. I know it can be pretty like abstract, but that's an exercise that will definitely help you. Because when you design, for example, you have to imagine the users are going to, when they're going to touch the product. Is it going to click? Is it going to be grainy when they touch it? What the kind of feeling will they have? Is it warm? Is it cold? And basically you need to take all these parameters during your design process. Of course here is very preliminary, but try to have a feel of it, and it's actually quite enhancing the experience of drawing. It's not just putting lines on paper, it's what you feel that are actually make you maybe love drawing. And if you have pleasure to do so, you're definitely on the right track to be a great designer. And this is how, by adding more and more proposals, you will learn to know better yourself, and once again going much beyond of what you thought you would be able to do and achieve. Alright, so I invite you to do as well, practice this exercise, and feel free to send me your drawings at shutak@thedesign-sketchbook.com. I'm very curious of what you are going to make. Alright. Oh, and remember, if you are a beginner in design sketching, I invite you to download the Designer Starter Kit on the blog. So you go to the homepage, you just scroll down a bit, and you can send me your name, your emails, and I will send you the free books, your books, and it's free. All right, see you.